in welche Richtung? Alex. Also insgesamt dann
Був бразилець. Всі режисери короткого метра. Був бразилець і було два німця, з якими ми приятелюємо до сьогодні. І ми всі говорили англійською мовою. Там німці хорошою англійською мовою, я поганою англійською, іранець посередньою англійською мовою. Ну, всі роблять короткометражні, всі робили короткометражні фільми, шорти ці.
It was, I don't know if I will answer your question correctly, but I'd like to share with you one funny story that happened to me once. And there was like this bunch of people, short movie makers, who were sitting around one table and everybody speaking English. My English was awful, someone else's English was brilliant, and so there were like one Brazilian guy, one Iran guy, and two German directors who I am friends with since a long time. And so there were all these people of different ages, different religions, different cultural backgrounds, and different level of English. And we sat together at one table, and in 2 minutes we came to realize that we can understand each other pretty well and absolutely perfectly. And we managed to talk about things like all this. How much does the film cost in your country? What is the financial crisis about? And like all the everyday things. And we were quite sure that we understand each other. And so this is how it goes with multicultural.
まあそれはすごく価値があると思うので、やっぱりここに来なければ会えない人っていうのはたくさんいたわけですよね。
He thinks it's a very important experience because if his film was not selected here, he would never meet any of the people.
We spent together some time in a lounge or for a cocktail, but it's I think it's too big, this festival, and too many places and people.
It's just meetings by chance, or you just run into people you know or you remember from last year, or just filmmakers meeting with filmmakers at a party.
Aber also auf jeden Fall merke ich, dass die total offen sind alle, dass du total leicht mit denen reden kannst und so. Bei manchen merkt man auch schon, die sind ein bisschen so auf dem Erfolg aus, die wollen halt hier auch was erreichen.
I really like to compete, and everybody else says that I don't want to compete with their movies, but I like to compete with my movie, and I get really mad when I don't win. so that's the case. So I really hope that we are getting a prize.
The Golden Beer for Best Short Film 2010 goes to Händelse with
A friend of mine is a producer, and he told me, listen, if they don't tell you that you win before, I mean a day before, something like this, so you don't win. And he said to me, if they don't tell you, don't bother even to come to the ceremony. And I told him, well, anyway, I'm going to come to the ceremony. But okay, thanks for the information. And well, they didn't tell me, so I thought that I'm not going to win. And I just came to the ceremony to enjoy it. And then they started saying like,
Come on, it's the Silver Bear. The applause needs to be longer. Thank you.
Läuft's ja immer. Es ist immer so zwiegespalten. Dann sind wir die anderen Filme, die viel besser sind, die eine viel größere Kraft haben, wo das Publikum viel mehr reagiert oder so, oder die ich auch, also wo ich viel begeisterter bin irgendwie. Und dann denkst du, ach krass, die gewinnen sowieso. Aber man hat immer so selber, ich weiß nicht, woher das kommt. Man denkt dann immer also man will das auch gewinnen irgendwie. Ich weiß es nicht, was das in ihm ist.
For me, being in the competition, it's
you know, it's great. It's great that somebody wins, somebody gets like a nice boot up, but it's not really very important because how can you compare these films, you know? I'm glad that there is a competition in that it'll be useful to someone.
And I think the most important thing of the Berlinale is the branding of Berlinale. And it's important for me to have the logo of Berlinale on my film, so it doesn't count if it won the Golden Bear or not.
Yeah, and I mean, just in comparison to many of the other festivals that we've attended or screened at, I mean, the Berlinale stands out so high above some of the other festivals that we've played at.
Yeah.
Just in terms of making the shorts a real event, or like there's a history and a prestige to being in the competition here.
I would say, be very impressed with the curating. That normally I'm not as interested in other festivals. Like I just don't really think about it. But here you can't help but think about why these films are grouped together, and then notice all these sort of similarities between them.
I can think to a festival with maybe 10 different sections of short film where there is one just photo animation or traditional short film, you know, with the story, actors, or another section, you know. So I think this is the way to go, to have different kind of short films all together.
Personally, at least I will like to see a different section for experimental films. Animation and documentaries and fiction, could stay together, but maybe I'm wrong, but it's just my feeling that this kind of experimental film is a bit too much to judging together with the others.
He thinks also it's a very wide range of a selection, but at some point he thinks it's all up to the curator, Michael. You know, the people who organize the festival will decide what kind of films they want to show.
Actually, when I got to the first screening, I didn't have the clue that so many people would like to see short films. It was amazing for me. I just asked myself, who are all these people?
They just read about your film and are like, that sounds interesting. I'll pay money to go watch that. And then not only is the cinema huge, but it's full, it's completely packed, and your film is on a majorly huge screen, which is what it was where it was meant to be.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah,
it's strange to sit in the public. I don't really like it actually, because I'm always like looking around at someone coughing or like doing like this. Oh no, he doesn't like. Oh, does he like it? It's really, it makes me. When people are quiet, it's okay.
Yeah.
And after the end titles, when it's quiet, I think it's okay. I think it's great.
I mean, it might sound ridiculous, but I love it when they're just totally confused or upset by it. Because you were saying, one person was like boring, and I kind of like those genuine reactions. Because you always sort of feel like everyone just sort of, I really liked your film, and it's sort of just out of politeness. So it's always great. Yeah. Because I like all reactions, and I don't expect everyone to like the film.
You don't know who's seeing your film, and then if it was just people within the festival, there wouldn't be sold-out screenings of 500 day after day after day.
And that's why Berlin is so great, because you're still in the midst of a city which is going on and things are happening, and even though you're immersed in film for most of the day, you'll still take the subway, and on the subway you'll see something which is real. Still, it's not like, oh, I'm closing myself off. You're still, whether you like it or not, part of the rest of the world, which I think is good.
I got some invitations in the welcome bag with some invitations to some parties organized by the festival. I know there will be a Romanian party.
That's the only way to survive to being on a festival. I mean, otherwise you can't stay on the hotel room by yourself. No, I don't think so. So yeah, we go to some parties.
Alcohol always helps.
Yeah.
That's what runs this business, it feels like, when you are on a festival. If there were no alcohol, there's like no oil in a car.
Yeah. Somebody's filming this.